Hey, this is Connor with Biker's Edge. Today I'm out riding the Cannondale Topstone Lefty. It's a full suspension gravel bike, so this one's a little different for us, and frankly it's a little different for the entire cycling industry. Is it a mountain bike? Is it a road bike? What is it? So stick around and find out. That is incredible. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Holy cow. All right. Just starting out a little climb here on a nice wintry summer day. It's June 29th and it snowed. I'm up here at Alta. Got some cool dirt roads. Got a little bit of single track. I'm a little out of shape. I've been nursing a broken neck back to health for the past few months. I'm on the Cannondale Topstone Lefty. This is the pretty fancy version. It's got the Force Access group set, but it does have an X01 derailleur and the mountain bike cassette, the 10 to 50 tooth. This bike is a full suspension gravel bike. So there's 30 millimeters of travel front and back. It uses the lefty fork. I guess, I don't know. Do you call it a fork if it only has one side? The rear suspension doesn't have a shock or anything. Just relies on frame flex. But there is a little pivot point on the seat tube. And that's how they're able to get 30 millimeters out of it. This bike uses 650B wheels. But it does run a pretty nice wide tire, which, 10 years ago would have been full-blown mountain bike tire. I've got a super short stem on here right now. With the broken neck, I can't tip my head up too far. So this keeps me a little more upright, a little less stretched out. It's kind of the only way I can ride it right now. So don't make fun of me too hard for it. This shifting with this Force Access is really cool. You tap here on the right to go into higher gears, here on the left to go into lower gears. There's no front derailleur, so it's all just left and right for the rear derailleur. It's pretty slick. One of the things I like the most about this build in particular is that it runs that 10 to 50 tooth cassette with a mountain bike derailleur on it. On gravel bikes, I always struggle with getting my gearing right. I'm too low and I'm spinning out on the road and can't go fast on the flats, or it's too high and I get up into the mountains and steep dirt, fire roads and things, and I just don't have the gears and I'm not strong enough. So this one is pretty cool. You get such a wide range. So for me, a gravel bike's got to be able to do three things. It's got to be able to handle pavement efficiently. You're most likely going to be riding this on some asphalt or road from time to time. So you want to be quick enough there and efficient enough there. It's got to be able to handle gravel like this, dirt roads, gravel roads. And I want mine to ride mellow single track. Really smooth stuff. Nothing wild and rocky with jumps and drops and things, but I want it to handle single track. So this one obviously is geared more towards the off-road side of things with the full suspension, the big burly tires only coming in 650B. I think it's going to really shine on this kind of stuff, or where the roads get washboardy and bumpy, where there's really loose gravel. I think this is going to be better there. And so far it's been pretty smooth. This road isn't in rough shape, but it's bumpy enough, and I think that little bit of travel is taking the sting out of it. And it's not just a comfort thing either. The smoother your bike can be, the faster you're going to go. So having that little bit of travel can help a lot with going fast and being efficient. And I'm really excited to ride this on some single track. I'm not feeling a lot of that suspension, which, you know, I probably shouldn't. It's only 30 millimeters. But I think it just takes the edge off of those bumps and the washboardy stuff. It's not like you sit on it and you feel it sag into its suspension like a mountain bike would. Honestly, on the rear, I can't even feel it. You know, bouncing up and down, I don't really feel anything. The front you can feel. You can, and you can see it too. So feel it a little bit there. But the rear suspension, obviously there's zero pedal bob. It feels like a gravel bike or a road bike. It doesn't feel like a mountain bike in that regard. And so far this one's doing it. Tons of traction because you've got the suspension and a big wide tire. And this one's pretty stable. It's pretty smooth on that bumpy stuff too, which I really like. I can feel that it doesn't roll as well. It's not quite as efficient rolling, and that's just going to be the big tire at lower pressures doing that. I'm just going to keep going until I hit snow. See how far up I can get. Here's where that Eagle gear is really nice. I don't think there's any way I'd be making it up this on my bike with the 40 tooth chainring and the 42 tooth big ring in the back. Getting to the limits of what I can do on this bike for climbing. We're getting into that 30% grade stuff. This might be where my fitness runs out. Well, I found some snow. Oh boy. Descending on a gravel bike is always exciting. Yeah, this still descends like a gravel bike. It does not descend like a mountain bike. It's a little bit smoother, but it's still a drop bar. This is not a mountain bike. In case you were wondering. These brakes feel pretty powerful compared to most other gravel bike brakes I've ridden. I mean, I'm up on the hoods, so I don't have a ton of leverage, but I'm able to get all the power I need, which is great. And what I'm noticing the most is how my hands feel. Normally my hands start to cramp up and ache when I'm doing gravel descents like this, but the 30 millimeters of front travel here is taking the sting off, also making it so I don't have to grip so hard. I'm able to go faster than normal, I think, on this bike. Whoa, that was loose. This is all stuff that I ride on my mountain bike. To be able to ride it so comfortably on this Topstone is pretty cool. Oh boy, gets a little rocky and gnarly here. Holy cow, that got exciting. Wasn't terrible though. I think this gravel bike is the gravel bike for a mountain biker. Someone like me who really, is just looking for another way to get out and explore the mountains. You're not super committed to doing a ton of road miles. Well, this bike will do road miles. There are better all-arounders, I think. This one's more on the rocky, bumpy, mountainy, steep spectrum. Maybe you could call this the enduro bike of gravel bikes. All right, I've got a little road climb back up to the car. So, I'm gonna lock out this fork. Oh yeah, you don't really notice how much suspension's there until you lock it out. There's nothing. I don't know if you can hear that, but there are a lot of knobbies digging into this pavement. That's all just slowing you down. Not the fastest bike on the pavement. There's a good amount of drag in those tires. It's more mountain bike focused. I can't quite call it a drop bar mountain bike, but it's as close to that as you can come. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.